my memory card is with me, and I want you to have an early video for once. For one time, once in a while, I want early review. So yeah, may I go push through the annoyance and re-record and just to get y'all this early video, okay? Drop my intro. Is that rain? This episode was very disappointing. So much disappointment. I'm upset. I'm going to be venting. I'm going to be ranting. This was a shit show. The favoritism is pissing me the fuck off. It's been 2 months. 2 months. And only 4 girls have been eliminated. Oh, 9 girls still left on the cast. Oh. Anyways, so the girls walking after Lala's elimination. Utica is feeling a bit shitty because Olivia got the role that she originally wanted. And guess what? Olivia freaking won. So of course I can feel a little certain type of way, understand? But then Utica say, you know what? I'm going to start standing up for myself. And I'm just like, yes, queen. That's what you should have done from day one. Because everyone has such big personalities. Utica being meek in the corner, she's always going to get stepped on and walked on. Of course, because you're setting yourself up for that. The girls asked Utica how she's feeling, and then Utica kind of plays it off and she's being all nice and shit. So Simone is just like, oh, Utica don't have a mean bone in her body. And then Utica quacks Olivia's hairline, and I'm just like, girl, same. Because how the hell are you supposed to win with a hairline like that? Mess. New day in the workroom. Rupaul walks in. There's no mini challenge. I was getting so tired of these mini challenges. The main challenge is social media, the unverified Rusical, and the girls get to pick a role of a different social media platform. They also need to record vocals with Michelle, and then they need to learn a dance number, you know, the usual Rusical. There was a bit of bump in the road when it came to Denali and Utica. Denali wanted to be Lady Tweets and Utica wanted to be Lady Tweets, but Utica stood her ground and she got the part. There was also a clash between Rose and Denali, and Elliot is just like, listen, why don't you girls just audition for the part? And then the other girls are like, yeah, audition. They have some nerve. But it was funny, and it was clear that Rose was the stronger of the two to play the part. And Denali was feeling a bit defeated about that. But you know, that's how it goes. If you don't got the star quality, as Miss Candy says, you ain't gonna get the role. The girls are now practicing their lines, and Han Hathaway, I hope I said it right, pops up on screen, and the girls are so excited. So they kind of had like this little interview session in a sense, because the girls were asking her questions and she was answering. I found it very sweet. Gottmik kind of asked a question for Denali because Denali didn't get the part, and Anne's response really lifted Denali's spirit, and she was ready to do the goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to skip talking about the section where the girls were practicing their vocals and trying to learn the dance, because I'm going to talk about it again or mention it briefly when we talk about the whole musical. So we're going to jump into the section where the girls are getting ready to do the whole workroom talk. And since it's a social media challenge, it's obvious that the girls are going to be talking about social media in the workroom. So they asked if any of the girls have been jaded by social media, and Candy, she was the first one to speak up about a situation that happened that affected her. So I don't know if y'all been a fan of RuPaul Drag Race, but there was an issue with Candy's drag mom and another beloved drag queen where they kind of got into a little tiff, and the whole internet went crazy and they bullied the fuck out of this queen. They talked about her skin and everything. So because Candy was this queen's drag daughter, Candy started getting dragged all through the mud because of this. They called her Fat Aja. They called her all kind of names. And Candy said, listen, if I sat right here and told you that the social media thing was easy, I would be lying. But you know, you just have to tough it out. They then spoke about viral moments, and Candy had her own viral moments where she had this meme sitting alone in the VIP. And I know that meme, I've used that meme before. I think it's freaking funny. And other queens actually chimed in when this went viral, and they were doing their own sitting alone in the VIP meme. It was really funny. The funniest moment from this section was when they were talking about celebrity crushes and everyone was jumping in. So Denali was like, am I the only one that had crushes on like Hercules and Aladdin? And then Simone kind of just cuts her off, and she's just like, the animation people. It's time for the Rusical, right? So Tina came out as the she MC. I think that's what they called her. Anyways, she was like the presenter of the Rusical, and her energy was really high as expected. Y'all already know Tina comes out with a bang, and this is what Tina does. Like, Tina is a performer, so don't expect anything less from Tina. Tina had a death scene that she fucked up completely. You could see that she went into her head because she wanted to make the death scene like a huge thing. She stopped lip syncing, and it was just all the way off. Olivia was the creator of Facebook, but they had to call it Face Look. You know, they changed the names in this thing. And one thing that I've noticed about Olivia is that she plays the same character all the time. She plays like this happy, preppy, you know, character. And to be honest, I'm getting tired of it. Simone was Miss Instagram, and I clocked something with Simone's performance. Everybody else got auto-tune, and Simone did not get any auto-tune. Simone sounded horrible. Like, she sounded the worst. I think that the production did that so they could sing Simone. It's a conspiracy. I don't know if Simone heard herself, that she sounded that horrible, and like her energy and her vibe, it was just thrown all the way off, because her dancing and everything, you could see that this was not the Simone that you've grown to know and love. She was very flatline. She wasn't delivering. It was not good. Utica was Lady Tweets. We all know that is Twitter. But like in rehearsal, sis was struggling. She was a struggle boss. She was a struggle playing. She was a struggle everything. And I'm like, Utica, you fought for this role. Did you not like read it over and figure that the words were going to be like tongue twisters and stuff like that? You never figure say you'd fuck it up. But she came on the stage, and I was like, yes, queen, yes. I loved it. She had energy. She was really trying to do her little dancing thing and whatever, and I enjoyed it. Now Candy, she was Miss Linked all the way in. We already know that's LinkedIn. And funny how Candy had auto-tuned all the way through from the top to the bottom. Like, they really tried to sink my girl Simone with that auto-tune fuckery. I'm not going to lie. But you know what? Moving on. Candy was all over the place. You could tell that her head wasn't really in it. She wore this wig. It looked like a mess. This was Jamal's face while he was watching Candy perform. It was that much of a hot goddamn mess. Like, me watching it, I was like, yeah, this girl is in the bottom. I see the worst part about this, Candy was actually doing good in the rehearsals. So I really don't know what happened when she got on stage. Elliot was Miss TikTok. I don't need to simplify that one. No, Tactic. Yeah, oops. She was Miss Tactic. Her performance was like this dark Gen Z Billie Eilish type thing. Watching it, it was like low energy, and I'm guessing that's what they wanted it to be, like a kind of emo type shit. But I didn't get it, and I think that's a problem. I just didn't get it. Rose, She did good. She did good. So I didn't understand Rose's outfit when she first came out. I was very confused, but by the end of the musical, I understood every single thing that Rose was bringing and putting down, and I'm so glad that Rose got this part because she really killed it. She sounded good, she looked good, she was dancing, she was doing all of that shit. Okay, so apparently she was supposed to be a slutty social media user, and she did the damn thing. Like, she was very provocative and sexual when she needed to be, and when she needed to be like the supporting role, she did that, and I really enjoyed Rose. And I'm like, if this girl don't in at the top, me I gotta stop watch the season. I'm lying, but now I gotta stop watch the season. But you know, I gotta say shit. Gottmik and Denali, I am a fan of this pair. Oh my god. So they came out as Russian sisters. I don't think they were twins. Click and bait. You know, clickbait. And in rehearsals, Denali was high energy and Gottmik was not there. But when they stepped on stage, they were my favorites. I think the whole dynamic of the musical changed. Like the song stuck in my head. We want to ruin USA. Their vibe was on the same level. Their energy was on the same level. They were so good. They were like two rock stars that just lit up the stage. I think the only thing that was missing was freaking sparklers on that goddamn stage when they stepped out. Oh yeah, I haven't showed you guys Rupaul's look. I mean, tonight he's looking nice. It's not my favorite look this season, but it is still a good look. Category for tonight is yellow gorgeous. So the girls are walking down in some yellow looks, and the first up is Tina Burner, and I gotta give sis her flowers. She came out as a taxi, and I loved everything about this. I like the fact that she looks like she has a little waist, and she had some little touches that were really nice. I like the headlight boobs. I also like the little taxi hat. I like the black hair with it. I think anything else would have been too much because there was just so much yellow on that outfit. I like the fact that when she turned around, on her ass was her license plate. I think that this look is such a strong look, and this is probably the best that I've seen Tina thus far. Olivia's look was gorgeous. The yellow against her skin, mwah. But I thought that her hand puffs were too big, and it made her hands look so short because they were so huge. Also, they did not serve any purpose because there was no ostrich feathers on her dress, so it didn't really correlate with anything, but it was still a good look. Simone was very disappointing. It's like the low energy from her performance just kind of seeped out onto her look, because this look was no, it was a no from me. Firstly, let me start off with something that I like. Her wig was nice. Moving on. The yellow jacket did not match the neon yellow that was underneath it, and what she had underneath was so meh. I think she really just wanted to show off her Versace jacket, even though that shit did not match. She didn't take the jacket off and kind of show off the outfit underneath, and trust me, I understand, girl, because I would not have done that either, because the outfit underneath was shit. It was so simple. It was so mediocre, and I'm expecting so much more from Simone at this point in time. She wasn't even selling the outfit. Like, her energy on the stage was so off, and it was truly disappointing. Utica's dress was a sideless 14th century inspired dress, but I really liked the fact that this dress was not just yellow. Like, she added patterns in it, she added some print. I thought that it was going to be a reveal because of the cut of it. It wasn't a reveal. That was kind of disappointing for me because I didn't really like the open sides of it. I thought she was kind of just gonna slip it off, step out into something magnificent. She didn't, but it was still a good dress. Candy's look was a nod to Beyonce's famous, iconic lemonade look, and I really can't complain. She looks like a hippie goddess. in this attire. I really liked the flowers in her hair. That was a really nice touch, and her makeup was exquisite. You know, she looked the best that I've seen her. Is it the best that I've seen her? I don't know. Elliot should have changed her outfit, because after seeing Tina's taxi cab outfit, Elliot looks like the dollar store version. Again, I'm here to question Elliot's style with those mom pants and those goddamn 3/4 jackets. It looks so costume and it looks so cheap, especially compared to Tina's taxi look. Rose came out with a mask inspired look, and I don't know if y'all have ever watched the movie, but that movie's bomb. Anyways, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Rose's look. I liked it. I like the cut. She sold it. I really like the face paint. That was excellent, and she actually has like the face structure for it to pull it off. The judges did clock her outfit for being orange. I do wish that it was a brighter yellow so it would match in with the other girls, but nonetheless it was a good look. And you know, was it the best look that I've ever seen? No, but it was still a good look. Denali came out as a boa. That's what the snakes are called, boa. Anyway, she came out as a snake, and you could see that the headpiece was the star of the show. I don't think she put as much effort into the outfit, which was just a jumpsuit, as much as she did the headpiece. She could have taken this look and brought it so much further, but that wasn't the case. It wasn't really popping, you know what I'm saying? The headpiece was lovely, her makeup was nice, but as it regards to the outfit, no, she didn't even cinch her waist. Gottmik stepped out as the crash dummy, and I preferred Gottmik's look. It was more elevated than Denali's first crash dummy look. The look that Gottmik came out with, the yellow, was much nicer, and the way that she painted her face, I like the way that she did the body cutouts to make her look a bit more robotic, I can call it, or more dummy like. It was a really good look, and I have to give her props. I like the yellow with the black looking all beezy. What the fuck was that? But yeah, she looked good. We have gotten a lot of repeat runway looks this season alone. First, Simone and Olivia with the fighter look, then Olivia in Candy's wig. Olivia girl. Anyways, now twice tonight. So first we had Tina and Elliot as the freaking taxi cabs, and now we have Gottmik and Denali with the crash dummy. I think tonight's runway was very good because most of the girls had strong looks. There wasn't really any shitty look, other than probably Elliot's look was maybe the worst. Yeah. Rose finally won a challenge, and it was well deserved. I'm not going to lie, she worked her ass off for that. Denali was finally in the top because she's kind of been safe and in the bottom consistently. So for her to be in the top, to be looked at and, you know, getting the critiques and everything, especially after she was so pissed last week, I'm happy for Denali. Now Simone and Candy were in the bottom as expected. This right here is where the freaking rant begins. Alright, the song was Boss by Fifth Harmony, right? Simone and Candy, they both did a shitty job. Again, Simone's energy kind of just slipped back into the freaking lip sync, and she was so low energy. Candy had a bit more energy, but Candy did not know those freaking lyrics. That's why she was kind of spinning like a gig, because every time she didn't know a lyric, she kind of just spinned and, you know, tried to remember it again and spin back around. And I think the dress was a bit restrictive. But dress aside, shitty job. Candy and Simone did a shitty job. It was so disappointing because I expect so much more from my girl Simone, and I'm not the biggest fan of Candy, but I kind of wanted Candy to give Simone some form of competition. And then, you know, Simone won the lip sync because she was less shitty than Candy. So I saw that one coming. So Candy gave her little speech and said, you know, thanks for having me here, you know, blah, blah, blah. And Candy's walking off. And Rue's just like, stop. I'm not ready to see you go. I'm shocked. It wasn't a double shanty. Let's get that clear and out of the way. It was definitely not a double shanty. Rue just changed his mind, and that's favoritism right there. I'm just upset. I was like, yeah, finally Candy Agar, you know, Candy has been talking the talk and she hasn't been walking the walk. She hasn't been here nor there. The only thing that she has been giving is freaking drama. That's it. So I'm assuming that they only kept her because Snatch Game is next week and they want to see how she will do on Snatch Game. Personally, I'm upset. I think that it's unfair. It's unfair to the other girls that have actually worked their asses off and they got sent home because they did not do good. So this was some bullshit. Alright, so we're just going to jump into what the fuck ever happened in Untucked because let me drink some water. Am I calm? Am I calm? I genuinely got worked up a while ago. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so the safe queens are Elliot, Utica, and Olivia. Utica is just happy to be safe. We already know that she's not a dancing queen. She actually thought that she was going to be in the bottom, but they said safe and she was just like, thank you, goodbye. Elliot is a bit frustrated because she's saying as a dancer, she really thought that she could have slayed a dancing challenge, but yet again, another dancing challenge and she's safe. The girls are pretty confused as to who's in the top and who's in the bottom, but Olivia says that she thinks that Simone is a clear bottom because you could see in her performance that she wasn't really feeling it. So the rest of the girls walk around to the back and there's just like two smiling faces, which would be I think it's just Denali and Rose that was smiling. The girls are shook that Candy, Tina, and Simone are in the bottom. Well, not so much Simone, but they're shook that Candy and Tina are in the bottom, especially Tina because they said, yo, Tina brought it. Anyways, so Candy's a bit upset because she gave it her all on the stage, and to find out that she's in the bottom, it really sucks because it shows that her all wasn't good enough. She felt as if she did good enough, but the judges clearly didn't think that, and honey, I don't think so either. Rose is feeling confident that she might win, but she's kind of nervous because her outfit might cause her the win, but she's really hoping that that's not the case. So you guys already know how it goes. The girls then go back onto the main stage to do their lip sync, and after this part, right, what usually happens is they would show the girl that was sent home packing and everything, but since there was no girl that was sent home, they showed Simone and Candy just talking and kikiing, and Candy was saying that when she heard her name, even though she was disappointed and she was upset about it, she was really glad that the person that would have sent her home would have been Simone, her sister, somebody that she respected. Simone was saying that she's glad that both of them got to stay because she did not want to be the girl that sent home Candy Muse. So she couldn't be happier with the turnout. They sat down, they were just talking, and then they went inside. That's it for Untucked. I'm upset. This episode threw me for a fucking loop. Threw me because there was no reason for Rupaul to keep both of these freaking girls. Listen, I'm just upset. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Anyways, I'm looking forward to the Snatch Games next week, and I'm really looking forward to a girl being sent home. Alright, that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all of them nicest things. Share with your friends that also watch RuPaul Drag Race but want a platform to talk about it, because my comment section is always always open, y'all. Y'all can follow me on social media. I'm on the Instagram, the Facebook, all of them nice here. All of those links are below in my description box, like, you know, so y'all just click it and go wherever you want to go. Anyways, remember to be a beautiful soul, not just a gorgeous face. Enjoy the rest of your week, and from Frustrated Duchess to you, goodbye. And I ranted about it with my friend this morning because it was shit.